Hello, everybody. I'm that one nerd, Jacob. Let me unmute you and try that again.
Ah! Caleb and no talkie beep.
It's okay. Hey, at least I noticed it in the first 10 seconds. You know,
Keep
like
it. Just let it.
we're just gonna roll with it at that point.
Bing bong, no intro, bong.
Bing bong, fuck you, Caleb. Oh my god. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So second week in a row. Look at us go. The streak
is back. We're back to semi-consistent uploading. God damn it.
We've done it.
Indeed we have. Oh man. Work, life, everything.
You still getting paydocked by that car wash?
No. I'm not on paydock anymore. Paydocks only last for 2 pay periods, so I'm back to my full pay. And I noticed something.
What?
After I got put back up to my normal pay, the fucking taxes that get ripped straight out of my asshole put me basically right back down to the pay that I was making on paydock.
Oh, you fool. I cast taxation.
God damn it, and I can't say without representation because I can fucking vote.
For now.
Oh my god, but yeah.
How Cherokee did you say you were?
7 and 256. Why do you ask?
Did you pull that number out of your ass, or is that the actual?
That is the actual percentage Cherokee that I am.
The hyper-specific Indian representation.
You asked, I delivered. Oh man, so first of all, did you just fucking forget about your fantasy football team?
Yes.
I was about to say your silence speaks 1,000 words, and all of them are yes.
I was gonna adjust them this weekend, and then I forgot.
Bro, you know what's pissing me off?
What?
Fucking Better Than Jake is about to be first place in the goddamn league.
Oh no.
Chase, if you somehow found this podcast and you're watching, fuck you.
Fuck you, Better Than Jake.
Bro, like, I think this is the highest scoring performance. He's scoring 150 points this week. I want to see. Yeah, no one else has scored above like 115-ish. So hitting 150, bro. To be fair, Joe Burrow popped the fuck off, and that's his starting QB.
Joe Burrow.
And Jamar Chase. Basically, the Cincinnati Bengals can't win a game, but goddamn can they play some football.
I feel like that's horrible. Like, what the fuck?
Their offense, top tier. Their defense might be the actual worst in the NFL.
Worse than the Detroit Lions.
Hey, the Detroit Lions have actually picked it up a little bit, all right?
They've been the meme bad team for 20 years. Don't at me.
That's fair. But yeah, I kind of asked because you're the one that went up against Chase. So, brother, he beat you by like 70 points.
That's okay. I'll bounce back.
You'll bounce back? Dude, you're last place in the entire fucking league.
It's when you hit rock bottom that the bouncy ball shoots back up the highest.
In other news, I am winning all 3 of my fantasy leagues this week.
Except yours.
No, all 3. All 3. I beat my dad's friend Charlie in the work league.
Oh, okay.
In the work league, I won there.
I thought you were about to say. I thought you meant like you were winning, like you're in first place.
I mean,
like,
okay.
Your ass just said.
Okay, I say that because like technically Charlie has 2 players left to play, but they're both players on bye weeks that he forgot to take off, and he didn't start a defense. So I won that. The work league, all the players in the matchup that I'm in have finished up. So after this week, I'm climbing up to second place in my work league. This is the highest I've ever been in my work league. The highest I've ever been prior to this is like 6th. I am on a fucking roll. And then in a dynasty football league that I'm in, the guy that I faced, he put up the worst lineup possible before deleting his account week 2. So he's just a free win for anybody. Granted, actually, no, I can't even say I'm one of the top scorers. I'm the only one that's winning that did not score 100 points or more.
He deleted his account.
Bro deleted his whole ass account. Now, like, granted, I don't know if it's because he didn't want to play fantasy football anymore or because through Sleeper, not sponsored, you can gamble, and he wanted to take away a bit of gambling addiction.
Oh.
You didn't know you could gamble in Sleeper?
I know. I thought it was just like entry fees and like you keep all of the entry fees. I didn't realize you could like gamble.
Yeah, no, like there's a legit like it's just picks like higher or lowers. I debated doing it, but then I'm like, no, because then I'm gonna start something that I can't stop.
Don't worry, kids. Gambling is cool.
Yeah, my boss bet $3 and won $800 on sports gambling.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm being dead ass.
Oh!
Let's go gambling!
I can't stop winning!
No, this is the first time he's won. Him and his friends do it like every year. They put in $3 every week, and this is the first time he's actually done a payout. So, I mean, a football season is 18 weeks.
That Pokemon Casino changed a whole generation.
So 18 times 3. I'm gonna say he's just done it for like 4 years for shits and get. So he's sunk $216 total.
He's recouped.
I was about to say he's made 4 times his total money back at that point. He can't stop winning.
Return of investment at 400%.
Hell yeah. But yeah. Dallas Cowboys barely pulled a win out of their ass yesterday, as of the time of recording. I'm gonna be like the evil Dallas Cowboys fan. This is not our year.
Oh.
Well, because every Dallas Cowboys fan, and listen, I understand the memes. I understand why we get shit talked. We are the cockiest fan base in the entire NFL. But we can win one game against buttfuck nobody, like, I don't know, the fucking New York Jets. And all the Cowboys fans will be like, this is our year. And I'll be like, we beat the worst team in the league. This doesn't mean shit.
Me when I win the first round of games. This is my year.
Oh my god. But real talk, I fucking love football. I love football. Can we get a horns down Red River rivalry this Saturday? Fuck Texas.
I fucking love football. Wee you.
Caleb, horns down, motherfucker. Fuck Texas.
Yeah. Tuck Texas.
Nah, we ain't even doing it the nice way. We're just straight up saying fuck Texas. All right?
All right.
I don't care. I don't care that they're currently, I think, the #1 ranked team in the country. Fuck Texas. We're gonna beat their ass.
Every guy from Georgia, go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Go. Have you seen that? College Game Day clip where Pat McAfee does the whole Georgia Bulldogs chants, sits there with a shit-eating grin, and then he goes, "Give me Alabama!" in front of a bunch of Georgia fans. He did the same shit at College Game Day in Oklahoma this year. I kid you not. It was OU versus Tennessee. They were at the University of Oklahoma, and he's like, these guys, they're great with call and response. Boomer! The whole crowd, Sooner! Boomer! Sooner! Tennessee sucks! Not today, though. Give me Tennessee to beat it. Like,
oh,
Pat McAfee is single-handedly saving ESPN.
When I'm in ESPN isn't dog trash competition, and my opponent is Pat McAfee.
Bro just has the raw charisma. He understands what the audience actually fucking wants. It's like, dude.
I feel like if Joe Rogan and Pat McAfee were in like the same room, the universe would implode.
Bro, I would love to see an episode of the Pat McAfee show or the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't really listen to his podcast, but if he had Pat McAfee, I would. And I mean, the Pat McAfee show, I leave the TV on ESPN at work, so sometimes I have to turn the TV down whenever the Pat McAfee show comes on because they'll just straight up say shit, no censoring. The only thing that they censor is the word fuck. That is all they censor on the Pat McAfee show.
That's great.
It is, but it gets real awkward because then I realize that the Pat McAfee show is on and I have to change the channel real quick because, oh God, that's a toddler sitting on the couch.
But it's okay. Look, Pat McAfee is that one uncle that comes to the yearly 4th of July barbecue, and he's really fucking cool, but he has a foul mouth.
Yeah, he has one too many brewskis, you know.
And that's how your kid learns all of his naughty words.
That is true. Pat. See, your kids don't have to learn their naughty words from Uncle Jake here. They just learn them from you.
Oh, for God, crying out loud. How dare you say something so true?
Oh my God. But yeah. Glad to see football back, even though my two teams aren't doing the best. We were looking at tickets for preseason basketball because Summer likes basketball.
Does she? What's her favorite team?
She doesn't like basketball that much. She only likes it because she played it in school.
Summer would be the girl that plays basketball considering she's like 5'10".
5'8", but yeah. Yeah, no, she played it. And I was like, okay, well, we could probably only go to a preseason game because actual season tickets would be expensive. So next paycheck.
That means Summer's almost a foot. That means Summer's almost half a foot taller than Charity. Yeah. Damn.
But the one that I saw, which I forget the date, it was against like the Atlanta Hawks. I'm not making a Hawk Tua joke, and you better fucking not either. But
I didn't have to. But your defenses did it for me.
But yeah, like even though it's nosebleeds, tickets for it are only $19. So I'm like, fuck it. Next paycheck, I'll get us some tickets to go watch some basketball. Might as well.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? You want to give me a list?
I mean, game could be shit.
It's a preseason game. Of course it's going to be shit. The only preseason game that people cared about was the first Lakers preseason game because LeBron James and his son were on the court at the same fucking time.
Game could be shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest.
Summer could be like watching TikToks the whole time.
She will.
Watch the game.
Summer, I love you to death, but you want to know what she does anytime we get tickets to go see OU? She will put in her AirPods to not get overstimulated, and she will sit on her phone right next to me the entire time.
Occasionally she'll take TikToks and send them to places.
Yeah, she does that. No, the next game we're...
Look at my man going ballistic for the funny red men.
The funny red men. But yeah, like the next home game, which is probably going to be the last home game we go to unless just absolutely nobody wants tickets for OU Alabama.
Oh yeah, no one will want to see that one.
Exactly. And I feel like since I already got tickets to OU Tennessee, it's only fair for me to kind of just get the sloppy seconds of everything. But we're gonna try to go to OU South Carolina. Fuck the Cox. Yeah, I said what I said. Technically, I'm not wrong. But it's an 11 a.m. game, so I told Summer, I'm like, damn it, I can't drink too heavily now.
Who the fuck wears red socks? Anyway.
But it was funny because the last game I went to, I got pretty drunk. I had one beer.
You want to? You don't say.
I got 1 beer.
What?
I had 2 beers.
What?
I had 3 beers.
What?
I had 4 beers.
What?
I had 5 beers.
What?
I had 6 beers.
What?
I had 7 beers.
What?
And no Bloody Mary because the tailgate didn't have them. So the last game I went to was OU Tennessee. And my boss, he was like, hey, before the actual, tailgate that we give you tickets to, me and my friends have a tailgate, so you can come out to that. Well, I went to that one the first game we went to. Then I texted him. I said, hey, are you guys tailgating? He's like, nah, my back is fucked. But you can still go tailgate with my friends, though. So I walk over to where it is. I don't recognize any of them. So I'm sitting there awkwardly on my phone for 2 minutes. I'm like, do I just walk up to these guys? So eventually I just walk up. I'm like, are you the guys my boss tailgates with? Well, 2 of them look at me like, who the fuck are you? One of them's like, oh, hey, he texted us about you. And then he's like, help yourself. Cooler's right there. Grab a beer. I had 3 of their beers.
You drank 3 beers out of a stranger's cooler?
To be fair, we talked a lot. We talked stuff like, oh, so what's it like working for him? They thought I was going to talk shit on them. I had pretty much nothing but nice things to say. They asked if I played disc golf, which I used to whenever I still lived with my dad. I kind of want to get back into it. Listen, it is a simple game. I'm not going to call it a sport. I wouldn't go that far, but it is a simple and fun game.
I threw a frisbee into a cage. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, it's simple and fun. Like, I'm not out here being like, oh, I'm the best disc golf player in the fucking world. I'm not flexing it at all. Trust me.
If I was the best disc golf player in the world, Batman wouldn't beat that out of me.
But they asked if I played, and then whenever I was leaving, because some of the other friends from work, they were like, yeah, even if he's not here, you can always just come over here and chill. We like you. I'm just like, oh, hell yeah. I drank 3 of their beers and they invited me back. So
I gotta get you on those Voodoo Rangers.
Ooh, man, you gotta. But so I meet up with them. First of all, I'm like, Peter, where the fuck are you at? And then he sends me his location. And it's back at the tailgates I just fucking came from. Back at the same goddamn place. So I call him. I'm like, Peter, I'm by the statues and shit. He's like, the Heisman statues? I'm like, no. I'm like, I look around, there's fucking horses. There's horses right here. You see the horses? So then he finally sees me and he hits me with one of the
Oh, Jesus.
So he hits me with one of those. And then one of our other coworkers, Josh, he was there too. And the tailgate that we actually get through the company isn't open yet. So Josh is like, fuck it. I want to walk to a gas station and get more beers. He only had 1 beer. I had 3 at that point. Peter had fucking 7.
Hell yeah, Peter.
So we're walking and we're just bullshitting around. And I'm like, bro, where's this gas station? He's like, I think I remember it being up here somewhere. There's not a gas station that fucking close by to be in walking distance. But we find a restaurant. These fuckers are selling beers. $9 a bottle.
That beer better make me come.
So I'm like, oh, that's $9. And Josh is like, I got y'all. He bought all of us a beer. We drank it as we walked back to the tailgate. And then we get to the actual tailgate. So I'm now 4 beers. Josh has 2. Peter has had 8. Once we get in the tailgate, first thing we do, go up to the place where you show your ID so you can get more free beer.
But bro, no wonder you were on your fucking rocker in some of those videos. Jesus Christ.
So first thing they get a beer, and I'm like, oh, they have like a watermelon seltzer. You know what? Let's change it up a little bit. I grab it. I offer Peter a drink. He takes a drink. He's like, that's pretty good. I offer Josh a drink. Josh is black. And Peter's just like, Jake, you're a fucking racist offering the black guy a watermelon flavor. I'm like, I offered you a drink. How does that? And then Josh starts laughing. He's like, no, I don't think you're racist, man. It's funny. It's all good.
My drunk ass would have said something far worse. Hey, man, it could have been Hennessy. Here you go, man.
So we're drinking that, and then the tailgate has multiple like local. I say local, but some of them are like chains. So the first place we go to, have you ever heard of Mo Betta's?
I actually have, because my dad and my mom went there on a date, I guess.
So
yeah,
they had a Mo Betta's there, and they had chicken or pulled brisket tacos. I got pulled brisket. I was gonna get chicken, but I'm like, y'all got fucking brisket. So I grabbed the
brisket.
Now Sheldon, brisket.
Brisket.
So I grabbed that, and then at the tent right next to it, which the line leads into, fucking Golden Corral has a tent. And have you ever had the Golden Corral enchiladas?
No, but please go on.
The Golden Corral enchiladas are either the best fucking enchiladas or the worst enchiladas. They had the Golden Corral enchiladas, and drunkenly I'm like, give me one of them motherfuckers. And the lady that was serving, she's like, I don't think you need it. I'm like, I need it. She's like, all right, here you go.
I don't think you need it. Yes, I do.
So we grab our food, we go to sit down, I drink more of my seltzer, and then at this point, I finish my seltzer before I eat, so I'm now 5 drinks deep.
Oh no, Jake.
I try to drink my taco, which I have filled with salsa. So salsa just runs straight to the back of my throat.
I tried to drink my taco.
And I immediately start coughing. Peter looks at me like, you good, big dog? I'm like, I just drank salsa. So we eat the tacos, and then or we eat the taco and the enchilada. Then you know what we gotta do next?
Get more alcohol.
We gotta get more alcohol.
Yeah.
So we go up to a stand that's giving out Coop Schooner. It's an OU branded beer. I get 2.
Ooh.
I'm double fisting these fuckers.
You're stone cold.
I had to stop myself because I instinctively started going, and then I'm like, wait, I'm in a public setting. That is too far. Still double fisting my beers. So I chug one down, I throw it away, and then I just hold on to the other one while we go and get a motherfucking hot dog.
Hot dog.
So we get the hot dog, and I'm like, hell yeah, hot dog. It was a good-ass hot dog, but for some reason, normally it's just one line that wraps around the table. You get in line, get your hot dog, then you get back in another line to get toppings. We're like, nah, we're just raw dogging the hot dogs. They were good hot dogs. Drink down my other beer, and then at this point, I'm just like, all right, I should stop, or I'm gonna black out. So we go to the barbecue line, get barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. Head Country barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. Yeah. Get that.
Okay.
And then I go over to one of the stands. I'm like, I need 2 waters.
I'm fucking dying here. Please.
So we get those, and then we go sit because you've been to OU's campus, right?
Yes.
So where they do the champion tailgate before the game is at the track and field that is across the street from the actual football stadium. So we go and sit underneath the bleachers because it was like 90 degrees. So we're sitting under there, and this might be where I started sending some videos. We start doing a bunch of stupid shit, and then suddenly I have to take a shit. I take a shit, and then I come out almost fully fucking sober.
Get out the alcohol.
Like, I come out, I feel just fine, and Josh and Peter just look at me, they're like, yo, was that a good shit, bro? Was that a good shit, bro? And then we start walking to the stadium. Peter throws up.
Oh no, Peter, no.
Not in the grass either. He goes between 2 cars. Luckily, doesn't throw up on the car, but just throws up in between those 2 cars. So someone getting in their driver's seat has to step on or around vomit.
Yeah, it's college.
I mean, yeah.
They're like, oh, not again.
But then, as we're standing in line, I know for sure I sent this video, I think. Maybe I don't know for sure. I was just like, Josh, you got the dog in you! I got the dog in me! So maybe I wasn't fully sober, but I was sobered up a little bit after my shit.
Completely sober, huh? Completely sober, huh?
So we get into the game. We're all sitting in our seats. We are getting our asses handed to us. Near either the end of the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter. I don't know if you watched this game, but one of the OU defenders broke his fucking leg.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, a couple rows in front of us, which luckily all the medical staff said he was okay, this old guy just passes out. And everyone, like OU fan, Tennessee fan, drunk fan, sober fan, is like, yo, we need to clear the fucking way. He needs to get, like, carted the fuck out of here. So they cart him out, and then towards the end of the second quarter, police start looking up and down the row that I'm sitting in, and the row behind me where other people are sitting in that we know. And we all just kind of give each other the look of, like, I didn't fucking do anything. Did you do anything? No, I didn't do anything. Did you fucking do anything, you dumb motherfucker? And we see they're now also coming from the other side of the stairs and from behind us. They are literally like approaching, and then they point at three guys that are sitting right behind me. They're like, you three, you need to get out now. They sit there for a second. He's like, I'm not kidding. Move. These motherfuckers were passing a weed pen between the three of them. Just the entire first half of the game. Like, be like normal college kids, sneaking shots of Fireball, dumbass. But everyone's like heart skipped a beat because we were like, yeah, we were being loud and obnoxious, but that's just like, that's football atmosphere. You gotta be loud and obnoxious. And then the halftime show was a drone show. This game happened on September 21st, so the first song they played in the halftime performance was September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Based. Then they played a couple Toby Keith songs. And then I left because we were getting our asses handed to us pretty bad. I wish I stayed, though, because at the end of every third quarter, they do like a Toby Keith tribute thing, since he passed away earlier this year. And the guest singer was fucking Kristen Chenoweth.
Well,
I missed out on that.
Look at you silly Billy.
Yeah. Also, though, I was getting a headache. The alcohol was starting to catch up to me, so I'm just like, yeah, I can walk fine. I'm perfectly clear of head. My head is killing me, though, so I need to leave.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing I don't come with you to those football games. Your ass would be trying to catch me with all the beers I'd be drinking.
Dude, like, we were trying to catch Peter. I had to like wrap my arm around him to hold him up at one point while we were walking.
Yeah, I'd be like a little tipsy, a little giggly, and you'd be like, "Hey, Caleb, what number are you on?" 13. What?
Alcohol poisoning.
It was like, nah, man, it was fine.
No, dude, for real though, if you ever do for some reason move back to Oklahoma and my job is still giving out OU tickets, we gotta go to a game.
Of course we have to go to a game. Are you kidding me?
We gotta get absolutely shit-faced.
I won't be on my phone watching TikToks. I'll be watching YouTube shorts.
God damn it.
You know, it's basically the same thing, except not as cool, apparently.
I swear, anytime I go to YouTube Shorts, and maybe this is just because I don't use it often enough, all I find are 6-month-old TikToks.
You gotta curate your algorithm, man.
All right.
I saw a guy get hit by a semi-truck on this shit.
Oh, I see that all the time on Instagram Reels.
Well, that's Instagram Reels, you know. That's like Live Leak for kids.
Like, TikTok is like, it's very, like, the algorithm on TikTok, I will say, is probably one of the best of any social media app that I've used.
TikTok banned me for shooting cans with a BB gun.
Fuck that.
Fuck you, TikTok.
But, so, that's where I go to get all my memes, and, like, sometimes I'll get meal prep inspiration from there as well. Instagram, gore and porn.
Pretty much.
YouTube Shorts, as of the time of me, not curating my feed, 6-month-old TikToks.
Remember that one part of TikTok where it was just the girls dancing like this for like doing that.
Dude, I remember when TikTok was just a dance app. I got a video deleted and had my account reported for calling one of them a thought.
Oh. All of my shit was animated. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Anyway.
Yo, what you mean by that?
I'm saying that TikTok tried to shove animators in my face.
What kind of animators you talking about?
I like one too many Sakura and Naruto posts, and then all of a sudden,
I'm just saying, you know how I jokingly talked about how like, oh man, people are getting bold with their likes on Twitter now that likes are private. I'm getting even more softcore porn now.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I do, honestly. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want to see titties. And then I go and block the account. Luckily, I haven't seen anybody following any of those accounts. So it's like, okay, either this person's sneaky as fuck and just has their like shit bookmarked so they can quickly go back to the account, or for some reason this person's content is similar to something that a friend liked and now it's getting recommended to me instead of them. Twitter motherfuckers are the worst. They're either,
you horny bastards!
They're either incredibly horny, incredibly political, or you come across the one really cool guy that never gets any likes or anything like that, and then they never fucking post.
And then sometimes you find the one piece, and then you refresh the page without thinking about it. You're like, oh wait, it's the one, and it's gone.
I will say I've been getting more active with wrestling Twitter lately, and the community is so much better than what I remember it being like 2 or 3 years ago. I follow, like, me and a couple bigger accounts follow each other. And it's really cool because I'm just like, oh, dude, I could never imagine, like, oh, this guy's got 50,000 likes or 50,000 followers. How many do I got? Barely over 100. All right. Hey, buddy, welcome to the team. So that just means I have to pivot to nothing but wrestling content. Real talk, an idea that I had.
Yeah.
So you know how me and Summer kind of pivoted from podcasting to gaming, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, what if we don't pivot? We still do this, but when I have the money, I want to get the latest WWE game. I screen share it to you, and we do the versus my GM thing.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe not call it Those Nerds on a Podcast, call it something else, but like posting in the same place. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll let us blank to you. Rest in peace and peace.
Well, it was funny because whenever we first pivoted, we're like, oh yeah, we'll still do like regular podcast episodes once every 2 weeks. Let me see when the last like in-person video was, because it's been months.
It's been.
My dad and Summer have never heard that song. So we were in the car. My dad came up 2 weekends ago to bring us the blue and gold stuff that we bought for my nephew. And I was driving because obviously I know Oklahoma City better than my dad does. And my dad was like, yeah, the only time I get to be a passenger is whenever I come visit you or see your sister. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't mind driving. And we just had it on the 2000 station because my dad has Sirius XM. And then 1 week by the Bare Naked Ladies comes on. And my dad and Summer are just like, what is this? I'm just like, you've never heard 1 week by the Bare Naked Ladies? You want to know how I got exposed to that song?
The quality of SoundCloud.
The Digimon movie.
It is in the Digimon movie, isn't it?
It is. I had it on VHS. I watched it religiously like twice a week as a kid whenever I lived in New Mexico because we didn't have cable. So that was basically my only form of entertainment until Roku became a thing.
It reminded me, now that you say Digimon, it reminds me of this post I saw on Twitter, actually.
Oh, great.
He's like, it was a college professor and one of the students looked him dead in the eye. I was like, so do we have any homework over Christmas break? He's like, and then I looked at them all in the eyes and said, just send me a picture of your favorite Pokemon. And then he replied like later, he's like, they sent me Digimon. Fuck my life.
Bro, okay, real talk, real talk. As a kid, which did you like more? Pokemon or Digimon?
Digimon was cool, but I liked Pokemon way better.
So I would sneak to stay up late with my brother to watch episodes of Digimon and Jetix
Yeah.
as a kid. I never really went out of my way to watch the Pokemon anime. Like, I would watch it, but it would always come on like while I was at school, so I only got to watch it during the weekends. But no, Digimon would always be like 2 or 3 episodes starting at like 10 p.m.
You see, it's literally I watched the shows way before I ever bought or played any of the games. So when I finally got my hand on my first Pokemon game, which is Pokemon Leaf Green, I was like, why can't the Pokemon follow me around? Wait a minute, why is Tail Whip not doing any damage?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where's my plot armor? Why am I losing?
Yeah, but
What do you mean Pikachu isn't the most powerful Pokemon?
dude, that actually shocked the fuck out of me as a kid, because I think I wound up, because my first game was also Leaf Green. I played or started playing Leaf Green before I watched the anime. So my first introduction wasn't the anime, it was actually the game, but not shortly after. Yeah, shortly after I started playing, I found the anime. So I was like, oh, well, I want to get all the Pokemon that's in the anime. And I think at that point it was Hoenn that they were in. So even though it was a Gen 3 game, it was Gen 1, so I didn't get to find any. But kind of going back to Digimon, I remember whenever we first got Hulu. Remember when Hulu was only like $5 a month and anything that wasn't on Netflix was on Hulu? Remember the good days of streaming?
Oh, I remember the good days of streaming.
Well, I was watching one of the Digimons on Hulu. It was the one with like the card reader things. I think it was the one where they introduced Renamon. But I remember coming home from school, if my friends didn't want to play any games, that is what I would spend the rest of my evening doing after homework.
I always liked the idea of Pokemon being like real. So I would just run around my yard and just pretend that I was solving problems with Pokemon.
Based. I think every kid that was into Pokemon had some kind of fantasy about them being real. Like, if you didn't...
Every day I wake up in a world where Pokemon aren't real, cries.
Realistically, we should be glad.
I don't know. They seem to be doing fine over here in Ash's neck of the woods.
Yeah, but real life, and you take actual animalistic primal instincts, Jesus Christ. Team Rocket wouldn't just be some like low-level gangsters. They would be a full-on terrorist organization with the right Pokemon.
Well, they're supposed to be. Let's not forget we've got the 2 biggest walking skill issues as our representation through most of the show.
True. That is true. Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon movie?
I think it might be. It's either the first one or the one where Raiga is somehow the dad, but not the dad at the same time. Entei is somehow the dad,
Pokemon the movie 3.
It's either the first or the third one for me.
Yeah. Mine is Pokemon Destiny Deoxys.
The Celebi one is pretty good too.
Yeah, Pokemon for Life. Forever. Is it for life or for... Hang on, I have the...
He's grabbing. Is he grabbing the physical media, ladies and gentlemen? Jacob McDaniel has left the desk. I see him hunched over, and he's got it. He's got the DVD. He's got the DVD, ladies and gentlemen. Physical media.
Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon 2000, Pokemon the movie 3, Pokemon Collector's Set 4, Pokemon Heroes, Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys. I need to watch all of these.
Yeah, my son was holding my Pikachu plushie that goes Pikachu whenever you squeeze its paw, and he loves the thing. I was like, yes, the next generation of trainers.
Hell yeah. I also have the DVD that's just a 3D remake of the first movie. The animation is ass. Let me see. Hang on. I know.
Are you talking about the Netflix one?
Yes. Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Like, the cover art looks badass, and, like, admittedly, Ash and Pikachu don't look good here. The rest of the movie is... It's the exact same. Like, all they did, they just took the original sound effects and voice acting, cut that out, and then reanimated over it. And I get that it was supposed to symbolize, like, I think this was for the 20th anniversary that they did this. But they should not have. Hang on, what other Pokemon shit do I got over here now that I'm really thinking? We got a Pokemon movie that I got Summer to like, Detective Pikachu.
It's because of Ryan Reynolds.
Well, that and this one has plot that isn't just, I'm gonna be the very best.
That's the whole point. It's the first line you ever hear in the fucking show is I want to be the very best.
She also really likes Justice Smith, so.
Yeah.
Damn. I need to collect, like, okay. So it really makes me sad seeing a lot of big box stores deep discounting DVDs and video games because everyone's going digital. I fucking love physical media. Like,
you can own it.
Yeah, like, sure, I might not have the biggest collection. Eventually, my goal, right, is for some reason to have you ever seen Angry Video Game Nerd?
Yes.
You know how a room in his basement is basically just a mini fucking Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
I want that. Maybe not VHS.
You have the gumball.
I do have the gumball machine. Like, I don't think I want to do VHS, but I want to own every Pokemon movie. Every single one. I want to own, like, I eventually want to get to the point where the wrestling DVDs that are still on physical media, since they stopped that, I want to be able to own those because those are just fun. It's cool to have. Sure, I might not actually watch them on there, but it's nice to have in the long run. I fucking love physical media. I say it with a digital only Xbox.
You got it because it was cheaper, didn't you, Chad?
Yes, I did. That's my only reason. That and, like, aside from my Switch, I don't really own too many physical games because I just used Game Pass so much.
I got a little bit more comfortable with physical media after the guy from EA says players should learn to be more comfortable with not owning games. I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah, that is actually a wild thing to say, because imagine you have a gaming subscription service. That's all you offer now. You don't sell the games independently. Everyone has to sign up for that subscription service. But then suddenly, your favorite game isn't carried anymore. You can't buy it anywhere. The only way to play it, because it was an old-ass game, is to now go buy the old console and the old game, which are going to be marked up like fucking crazy, because everyone knows, like, don't get me wrong, digital media has its place. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, but I don't think it was ever meant to be a replacement for physical media. Like, look at Netflix. It started off as a DVD rental service. You went on there, you ordered a DVD, in a couple business days, they shipped it to you, and you shipped it back. Netflix used to just be Redbox, but through the fucking internet. And then it switched to streaming, but it still offered DVD. But then they're like, oh, well, this is a lot more convenient. Why do we offer this? This is just more overhead. And I feel like that's what a lot of companies are doing, because companies are fucking greedy. They want to save a buck anywhere they can. if they don't have to waste their money on plastic and paper and any other shit that they don't have to, guess what? That's more profit for them, less for you.
But shouldn't the digital copies be cheaper since they don't have to make as much physical media? Oh, wait!
Fun fact, they used to be. They used to be about 20% cheaper to buy a digital copy because you don't have any of the physical stuff that came with it. And back, like, oh my fucking God, shut up, group chat.
Like Pokemon Black and White with Victini, like the only way to get Victini was to buy the physical copy, and the physical copy was more expensive.
Yeah, and like I wish that they still stuck to that, where like games now are $70, which I fucking hate. Make the digital only version $50. Or hear me out, if you want to make it $70, include stuff that is not in the physical version. Yeah. I don't understand the ass backwards mindset, and it's literally the quote, "You will own nothing and be happy.
You will live in the pod. You will eat the bugs."
And like, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not trying to scare anybody. This is all...
I am. The world is ending. The world is ending.
Russia has literally said that they know which wires in the ocean lead to our main internet sources, and they can cut them at any point.
You fool. All it takes is a great white shark to go, and then that shit is gone anyway.
But, I mean, there's so much shit that can happen. Like, censorship on the internet is fucking wild. It is everywhere. Hot take, I don't care if people don't disagree with me. Even if it's not a take that you agree with, it has its place. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean that everyone has to conform to your mindset.
If a difference of opinion made you specifically isolate yourself and me specifically isolate myself, we would not be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, I know we swore to never talk about politics. This is as far as I'm going. I am a Democrat. Caleb is a Republican. We are the bestest of fucking friends because we can see past our differences.
Would you look at that?
Like,
I guess what? We started off that way.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, we've had plenty of disagreements, but then we turn around and we're like, yeah, fuck you, but you want to go play some video games now? We're like, hell yeah.
Whenever we disagree, it's never in public.
Yeah, exactly. We keep all of our discourse private.
Because I'm gonna be honest, if we're arguing out in the open and some dipshit piles onto the argument, I'm gonna be like, you stay the fuck out of this.
Like, I understand debating some things online, which I know I've talked about the toxicity of social media. Like, if you're talking about like, oh yeah, well, I think this professional wrestler is better than this professional wrestler. We all know it's scripted. We all know that it's not real. So, of course, yeah, sure, that's not a serious debate to have. If you're wanting to go out and debate which fucking flavor of Dorito is the goddamn best, by all means, have at it. But if it's something that means something deeply to a lot of people, you do not need to be bringing that up online. That is asking for problems.
Yeah.
Again, if so many people would just realize that a lot of our problems could be solved by communication and at least understanding, maybe not agreeing with the other side, but understanding where the other side comes from.
I think what happens is that people spend so much time online that they forget that the text that's coming at them is a person. And when the text seems a little too suspicious and a little too baity, it's like, that's a robot. And the reason why I say robot and not bot is because when I say the word robot, your mind immediately goes to a machine, which is what that is.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the robot, man. And for some reason, people just snap out of it more than if you say bot or like program or shit.
Yeah. It is funny though, because like, I do not trust accounts online, especially during election cycles that happen like 4 months to 6 months prior to the election, because those are just bot accounts. Let's be real.
Dude, the amount of times I'll be scrolling through some political memes, and then the comments are just flooded with all of these things that all say the exact same sentences with the exact same punctuation, all have the same number of likes. I'm like, no, none of you are real. None of you are real.
Yeah, that's why, like, yeah, if I see something political, I might like engage with it by liking it, maybe retweet it, but I don't really go to the comments because I'm just like, yeah, I don't want my brain to rot, you know, like social media wasn't really something that I didn't grow up with. Facebook has been a thing since 2005, but I remember when social media was civil up until about maybe 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
That's about when everything shifted. I miss the time when people could go online, be like, I just took a shit, and that's all they would talk about. Or I miss when the internet was all farmland. Farmville, my beloved.
I remember when the internet was shit posting and nothing but shit posting.
Yeah.
You could still find the shit posting, but sometimes they're 100% shit and 0% post.
But yeah, like, especially like lately, I found myself kind of distancing myself a little bit more from social media, trying to be off it a little less. I have curbed my social media addiction by instead getting a mobile game addiction.
I mean, whatever you gotta do to wean yourself off. I just never really took it that seriously. Like I reply, like sometimes I'll go through whole days on social media where I literally reply with memes instead of words.
I've seen that. Because like I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one, right? Whenever they see a post from their friend, it's just like, oh, I wonder what else they've talked about recently. So I go to their page, I scroll. Anytime I do it for you, one day it's like actual like, oh my god, he's big brain wording, and then the next day just like poop fart butt pow.
You see, Plato. Believe it or not, Plato was not his actual name. Plato just meant broad in his language. And sometimes if yes, it literally just means big dog. Plato just means big dog.
Big dog.
This is a true story. Sometimes Plato would win debates just by flexing his muscles and saying that they're bigger than his opponents.
That is shit posting IRL right there.
And then he would challenge them to a wrestling match and then win and say, I win the debate. Not the wrestling match, the whole ass debate.
Speaking of real life shit posting, you remember Mrs. Gleason, right?
Oh no.
She on Facebook, love this woman to death. She is amazing. Posted
like 65.
She posted a acronym for Sigma.
Oh no!
Hang on, I have to see if I can find it because I remember.
No! Miss Gleason, no!
I have to see if I can find it. It was a while ago, so I doubt I can find it very easily. Let's see.
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma? What the Sigma? What the Sigma?
Gen Alpha has come out with a lot of bangers, to be honest. I wasn't expecting, because I think it's one of those things where or I think I've cracked it. If it's cringe, they're doing it ironically, and they know it's cringe.
Yeah.
And the whole reason they post it is to make us go, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, no, it wasn't an acronym for Sigma. So you know how some like elementary schools do a grade from like 1 to 4 instead of like A, B, C, D, F? So
yeah,
this is a grading system with Gen Alpha slang.
No.
4, highest score for this, like not like choir solos. 4, Sigma. Completed all requirements. Very demure and mindful. Huge aura. Just wait. 3, Skibbity Riz.
No!
Hear me out. Completed most requirements. You're cooking. 2, Mid. Completed a few requirements. This was not slay. It's giving low effort. 1, Beta, Ohio. You high key sold. She is amazing.
Didn't her daughter run for Congress or something?
Did she?
I think It was state representative.
Okay, I was about to say, I know she ran for some kind of
She lost
state,
by she lost by like 100 votes,
which is really fucking good.
and then just said, "Fuck it, I'll be a high school teacher instead."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are totally equal. But again, I miss her in class every day. Like, I looked forward to my first hour because I was like, oh, great, we're going to actually learn in a way that helps us rather than take down these notes. Keep taking down these notes. Take down even more notes. Here's a test. Do not use your notes.
I always hated that. Like, what do you mean?
Like,
what do you mean?
I understand that their point was like they want you to go home and study these, but in any goddamn job I've worked at, basically whatever you could consider as a high school study guide was literally like taped onto the fucking wall. How do I do the order of this burger?
Honestly, since we're getting onto the topic of burger, god damn it, McDonald's.
Oh no. Oh no. I got topic for burger after your rant about McDonald's.
Did you know that that for all of the different burgers, the quarter pounders, the McDoubles, the fucking Big Macs,
Yeah.
even the fucking fucking cheeseburgers, the McDouble and the cheeseburger are not the same thing.
Yeah.
They all use different size patties.
See, I learned that because of Summer, actually.
I learned that because of the fat electrician.
No, because I asked Summer, I'm like, are a McDouble and a double cheeseburger not the same thing? Just one missing one slice of cheese? She's like, no, the patties are different. I'm like, what? So I have heard about that.
The buns are different, and that's why sometimes you feel like you're eating a Big Mac and you're like, why isn't this filling me up as much as the double quarter pounder? It's because, first of all, the bread. Second of all, the patties are different size. So it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why would you do this to me? Why not make all of your patties the same fucking size and simplify your fucking menu? Then the drooling teenagers that are trying to put together this fucking sandwich without fucking taking 10 minutes to fucking put together a sandwich and throw in some fucking fries. I've got to get back to work in 15 minutes. I'm eating in the car.
I will say,
damn it.
That's one thing I enjoyed working about Sonic, because there were two burger sizes, regular and junior. That's it. That was the only difference at Sonic. All of them got the same bread except for one difference, regular and junior.
You'll notice the only time a Sonic order takes a long ass time is if you order a bunch of very specific shit in one of your fucking shakes.
Yeah, no. So as someone who worked at Sonic, aside from burgers, chicken strips, fries, and tots, everything was cooked to order. And the conies, they're on a hot dog roller. But aside from that, all the sides are cooked to order. The chicken patties for the chicken sandwiches, those are all cooked to order.
Because if you leave those out, they're gonna be too fucking dry.
Yeah. Like with a burger, it kind of makes sense. The moisture is gonna stay in the meat, but in something that's breaded, it loses moisture so fast.
You are fucked if you leave that out on a fucking warm plate.
So my burger thing, another thing we got to do whenever you come to Oklahoma. So Scissortail Park, me and Summer frequent it. We love walking and touching grass.
Is that the place that has the fossilized logs in the middle of it?
Different park.
Okay.
Different park. Scissortail Park was built, I want to say within the last 10 years in Oklahoma City.
Damn, I gotta go then.
Yeah, it's a very nice park. Lots of beautiful flowers. It's a couple streets down from the Myriad Botanical Gardens, if that kind of gives you an idea of where its placement is. And it's also just right catty corner to the Paycom Center, formerly known as the Chesapeake Arena. So in that park, since I think some of the structures there used to be train stations, there's a place called Spark that repurposed one of those into a burger joint. Now, hear me out. The only thing that I don't like about it is that they don't come with fries and drinks. You have to separately buy fries and drinks. But for a lot of locally owned places, that's just how it is, which I don't encourage, but I will support you because you're local. So you go in, you order, and it's so simple. There are like 6 different menu options, 5 if you take out the veggie burger because it's just the regular burger but with the veggie patty. Whatever, that's fine. Very simple options. The fries, there's only 3 options: regular fries, bacon cheese fries, and then fries that are just topped with their signature sauce, which is a pink sauce. Not the pink sauce that was literally banned by the FDA, just their own version of a pink sauce. I have not tried it because I am afraid of it. And then they have a couple like dessert options, but me and Summer have been twice. We went once a couple months ago. We went another time today because we went and walked around the park and we're like, fuck it, let's get dinner. The first thing I tried was the Cali Spark, which, you know, I know how you feel about California. You know how I feel about California, but it was very good.
Food, if it's based off, it's not like I have to travel to California.
That is true. That is true.
Sushi and the Spark.
That is true. But it's essentially, it was like a bacon cheeseburger with an avocado spread. No, trust me, it's good.
It's just, it does sound good, but the second you said avocado spread, like, that's what makes
it California.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And then there's, I think it was like grilled onions, I want to say, that they put on it. Very solid. Today I tried it was BL something. It's not a BLT. Instead of, you know, BBL Drizzy. Instead of regular cheese, they use pimento cheese.
Oh.
I have never had pimento cheese up until today.
I like pimento cheese.
It was quite delicious. I always was off-put just by like the look of it.
It looks a little unappetizing, and then you eat it, and it's like so strong, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it was really good. Also, this is the only place I know of that carries sun-kissed cherry limeade.
It's there?
It's there. It's in the fountain. And another thing, since they're right on the park, they have a window that you can just walk up to in the back of the building, order there. They have a picnic basket. It is 10 burgers and 10 fries for $70. Which, $70 sounds like a lot, but that is a lot of fucking food because a regular burger is like
That's $7 a fucking fry and burger.
Yeah, that's a decent meal. And like a regular burger is, I want to say $7.50 if you get a single patty, and their fries are $3.50. And even though I hate paying for it separately, their food is so good. I will highly recommend it.
That could feed you, me, and Tristan.
I keep telling Summer though, I'm like, hey, on like a nice day in the fall or a nice day in the spring, we just need to see if we can get both of us and then 8 other people to be like, yo, $7 a person. We go and get the fucking picnic basket. The only thing that's bad about it is 1, it doesn't come with drinks. 2, you can't customize the burgers. It's just their plain base burgers, but you're getting fucking 10 of them. I wouldn't be picky.
That's like complaining about the plainness of the bag of burgers from Brahms.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're going to give you their basic ass burger, but you're getting 5 of them for $6.
I'm going to be honest, man. When I came back from holiday block leave, I missed Brahms so much because they don't have it here.
Yeah,
They
no.
don't have it.
I think the only states that have it are Oklahoma and Texas. Like, I think those are the only 2 states.
You want to know what they're also building? Like maybe a 4-minute drive, maybe a 20-minute walk.
What?
A Wawa.
I've heard of Wawa, but I don't know what it is.
It's some East Coast gas station, some West Coast gas station, apparently. Apparently, it's like life changing to go into a Wawa, and I'm like, it better be at the scale or quality of a QT.
Dude, for real.
I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "What the fuck's a QT?" I'm like, you peasants just will never understand.
Quick Trip QT, the best gas station ever.
Even the ghetto ones are good.
Yeah, the ghetto ones are fucking great. Ones.
Exactly. You get a little nervous it's a little nervous getting out of the car and into the store. Once you're in there, it's like a force field that keeps out all of the danger.
Like, it's like the opposite of Loves. Anytime I go into a Loves, everyone looks at me like they're gonna fucking shank me in the bathroom.
You mean they hit you with that?
Exactly.
It was so hard to not break immediately when you started busting out laughing.
I'm just saying though, but they do all give the Oh my god. You
now
want to
I'm just
know
thinking about that puffer fish from Shark Tale facing the camera.
We are a little over time, but I have to go over one more thing and I need to see if you agree. So, Buc-ee's.
I love it.
It's a tourist trap.
It is a tourist trap.
I was very underwhelmed. Now, don't get me wrong. The stuff that I got from there was amazing. But I've been there once. I feel like I don't have a reason to go back. There is a quick trip right down the street from the one that's next to the Texas Motor Speedway. I am going there. I do not need to go to a place that has 100 fucking gas pumps and it's the size of a neighborhood Walmart for some fucking a drink and a fucking sandwich and a tank of gas.
But Jake, Bucky hit the gritty.
Oh, he did hit the gritty. No, like, I do try to make it a point whenever I go to Texas. We stop by Buc-ee's. I refuse to get merchandise from Buc-ee's. I do refuse to do that. But they're oh my god, they're pecans. They're cinnamon sugar roasted pecans.
I was about to talk about the nuts. I was about to talk about them.
The pecans are like a pecan pie and a single pecan.
Exactly.
Now, like I said, though, if I had the choice, like if a Buc-ee's was near me, I would never go. I only go because it's the novelty of I have to travel to another state to get to one.
You know, Buc-ee's, the Buc-ee's that we have, I am blessed enough to have to travel past 2 whole Buc-ee's to make it back to Oklahoma.
Damn.
So obviously I stopped by both.
Yeah. But wait, both?
Yes.
How far apart are these Buc-ee's?
Hundreds of miles.
Okay, that makes sense then. Go on.
One of the Buc-ee's had this rocking chair, and I'm like, I'm not buying a rocking chair. This car is already stuffed. However, let me just take a look and see how great this Buc-ee's rocking chair has to be. I sat in because I'm doing this whole thing in front of my wife, who's never been to a Buc-ee's before. I'm like, oh, the Buc-ee's rocking chair. Let's see how great this is. Sit down in it. Oh God, this is one of the most comfortable rocking chairs I've ever been in my life. I'm like, how much is this? Oh God, that's $130, and I have to put it together myself. Ooh, oh, I don't need it. I don't need it. It fits my ass, my fat ass so well. My 6'3" frame. Oh God, it fucking fits. Oh no.
I will say one Buc-ee's that I do want to go out of my way for. There's a Buc-ee's down in Houston. So this is a 12-hour drive, and it has the longest car wash in the world.
Oh, buddy, we have to go. Let's grab Evan. We're grabbing Tristan. We're gonna grab Dallin too.
Just for the fuck of it, you know?
No, if you tell Dallin, hey Dallin, you want to go through the world's longest car wash? He's beating you to the car.
But no, like whenever, because I knew that it was in Texas. I didn't know where. Whenever me and Isaiah went to that Arlington Renegades game a couple years ago, we planned on going by. But we realized it was in Houston once we got to Arlington, and that was still an extra 6 hours. And we were like, I don't want to waste that much gas.
Size of Texas.
Dude, if you're driving across like the longest strip of Texas, you can drive all day and still be in Texas. The European mind cannot comprehend how large our single country is.
The longest drive to get from one tip of Great Britain to the bottom tip of Great Britain is 6 hours.
Yeah.
For the whole fucking country.
Yeah.
You are barely the size of Michigan, and you're gonna shit on my country for not having a coast-to-coast railway system? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how many resources we could bring back the Chinese slave labor from the 1890s, and it still wouldn't be enough? There's no fucking way this is happening.
Now, I do like whenever Europeans come to America and they're just like, I understand why most of them never leave their own country now. It is so big. You can literally go from one end of the country to the other, and it's like a completely different fucking country.
You could do the whole ass hero's journey starting from Florida and going up to Alaska. That is an entire hero's journey, a lifelong fulfillment of the self, that entire epic there in the thing.
Make it even longer. Start from Key West and then go all the way up to the part of Alaska that can freeze over and go to the island that meets in the middle. That's technically both Russian and American property. And that divides the dividing line. It's 0 hours one day, 24 hours the next day. It is literally a whole 24-hour time difference between these two spots on this one fucking island in the middle of Russia and Alaska. So drive all the way from Key West to there, and I can guarantee you that is a week drive.
And not only that, we're not even talking about the places you can just go as an American. You can go to the U.S. Virgin Islands anytime you want. Yeah. You can go to Guam anytime you want. You can go to Puerto Rico anytime you want. You can go to American Samoa anytime you want. You just show up with your American ID from fucking Kentucky, and they're like, welcome to a tropical island that's completely different from your culture, barely speaks the same language, and we all dress different. Welcome, brother.
Oh my god. We gotta find a way to reel this in. We're at an hour 10. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Kids, I'm not saying you need to travel the world, because all you have to do is travel America and you'll pretty much get close enough.
I do want to unrealistically, because I don't think I'll ever have that kind of money, I want to visit every state at least once.
What if you just go there, step out of the car, and then just keep going?
Well, I want to actually do something in said states.
Just go find a gas station and just straight jerk it in the bathroom. Okay, listen, I want to do something that is said to be specific to that state. So, Wyoming, you're shit out of luck. Fuck you guys, you have nothing. Let's see. Just nothing in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like
actually, one Dakota has Mount Rushmore, so there's that. The other Dakota, kill yourself.
You could probably find a doomsday cult down there somewhere in the other Dakota. That's pretty Dakota, and
yeah,
you might not come back, but you could find one.
as someone who lived in New Mexico, unless you go there for the hot air balloon festival, not much going for the state.
Luckily, we have plenty going on here in the state of Oklahoma.
I mean, we just a few months ago passed a bill that would give us the rights to build the largest tower in the fucking country.
Really?
Yes, it is gonna be. It is going to be 1,907 feet tall, also known as the year we became a state.
God damn it, I love this state so much. And I was being a little sarcastic. There's not a lot to do in Oklahoma, but if you really want to find shit to do, just go to an Indian reservation. They do shit all the time. Oh yeah, you can just travel into a completely different nation right in the middle of a nation.
But yeah, Oklahoma is blowing up. Pause. Oklahoma is popping off.
Man, Oklahoma hasn't blown up like this since 1995.
Thank you all so much for watching. It was a good episode. We did a lot of tangents. We talked a lot. Don't forget, next time you watch an OU game, drink 7 beers for your boy. Make sure 3 of them are from somebody else's friends. Bye, everybody.